Hello everyone, welcome to the 7th lecture session of Circle. Today we are going to see this exercise 10.4. It is given on the page number 179. I am reading out the question and I will try to explain you through the book itself. I have not written the question because it takes too much space and so let us begin. Here, as you can see, 6 questions are there in the exercise. So one by one we will do each and every sum. Question number 1. The two circles of radii 5 cm and 3 cm intersect at 2 points and the distance between their center is 4 cm. Okay. So we need to find the length of the common chord. Okay children. So what the things are given here? Here two circles are given and the radius of the first circle is 5 cm and the radius of the second circle is 3 centimeter. The distance between, let us suppose if the center of the first circle is O, the center of second circle is P, then the distance between O and P is given here as 4 centimeter. Okay. So you can see I have already drawn one circle here. So you may just refer that. Now after this, let us begin the solution of this question number 1. So what it says, look here. As you can see here, in the first bigger circle, the center is O and its radius means OA is the radius here. OA is given here as 5 centimeter. The radius means of the smaller circle, that is the AP. AP is given here as 3 centimeter. And the distance between O and P is given here as 4 centimeter. So, and as you can see that one more thing is given, common chord is given here. Common chord is AB. Chord AB is the common chord. So these points are given to us, are common chord of both the circle. So these things are given to us, so we can write these things in given itself. Now what we need to find here? We need to find the length of chord AB. This we need to find. Okay. So now look at here. We will first start by taking the triangle OAP. Now please observe the triangle OAP. Give a triangle. This triangle. You need to observe. Okay. Upper triangle. I'm just rubbing out, otherwise it will create confusion. It might create confusion. So you just need to observe the upper triangle OAP. Here you can see that the value of OA square, if I want to find the value of OA square, what it would be? OA का value कितना है? 5 centimeter. So this must be 5 whole square means 25. Similarly, if I do the square of OP whole square, then what do we get? 4 whole square, that is 16, right? And what would be the value of AP whole square? AP whole square is nothing but the 3 whole square, that is 9. Can you see any relation between these three values? Yes. Here we can say that the sum of these two will come as 25. और ये जो 25 है, मतलब OA का distance, square of OA is 25 as well as the sum of squares of the other two side is also coming here as 25, right? So can you see any relation between these three sides? Yes, it is nothing but the converse of the Pythagoras theorem. What it says, so here we will write by converse of Pythagoras theorem, we can say that the triangle AOP is a right angled triangle and right angle is at which point? Right angle means 90 degree किस point पे होगा? At which vertices the 90 degree would be? 90 degree would be in the opposite of the longest side. So longest side is OA. इसके opposite का जो angle होगा वही maximum degree का होगा and it must be 90 degree. So by the converse of Pythagoras theorem, we can say that the triangle AOP is a right angle triangle such that angle APO is 90 degree, right? So here we have shown that this angle is 90 degree and this triangle is nothing but the right angle triangle. Now, so just now we showed that we have shown that this angle is 90 degree. Now after this we are having the value of AP here. AP is given here as 3 centimeter, right? So, and I just want to write here one more property we know. We know that now children just check out the bigger circle. ये जो बड़ा वाला circle है, first circle, उसको आप देखिए. If you see here, OP will act as a perpendicular on the chord AB, right? So if we have any perpendicular which is drawn from the center of any circle and falling on the chord, then that perpendicular line must be bisecting the chord into 2 equal parts. This theorem we are already know, and I have proved this theorem in that this is theorem number 10.3. You may check out. So we know that perpendicular drawn from the center, the perpendicular drawn from the center of a circle to the chord must be bisects the chord. Bisect the chord. So this property, this theorem we already know. So what is the meaning of this? And for this, children, you need to see in the bigger circle. In the bigger circle, you need to observe this thing. Bigger circle. Okay. In bigger circle, you may observe that the OP is the perpendicular on the chord AB, and OP will divide the chord AB into 2 equal parts. So through here we can conclude. I'm just rubbing out, children. You may pause the video and you may note down the things. So this implies we can conclude that AP is half of AB. Correct? AP is half of AB. So, and we are already having the value of AP here. So AP is 3. So what would be the value of AB? AB must be 3 into 2, that is AB. This implies that the value of AB is nothing but 6 centimeter. So this only thing we need to find out, that what is the value of AB, and then that we have calculated. If you observe the figure, then you may see that the chord, this chord for the smaller circle is nothing but the diameter, right? As the value of AP is given as 3, obviously the diameter must be the double of that, so it must be 6 centimeter. So we have calculated the value of AB, which we need to find. Now let us see the question number 2. So now children, we will see the question number 2. Just check out. I am writing down the question number 2 here. Let me see what it says. If 2 equal chords of a circle intersect within a circle, then prove that the segment of one chord are equal to the corresponding segment of the other chord. Okay, fine. So let me draw the figure as per the question what it is saying. Through that I will elaborate this question. See, a circle is given here and 2 chords are given to it. Okay. Let us suppose 2 equal chords are given here like this. A circle is given here, its center is O. This point is A, this point is B. So AB is a chord as well as C and D. CD is also a chord. They are equal. This condition is already given to us. Okay, the intersection point of this AB and CD is P. Let us suppose this point is, intersection point is P. Okay, so let me write down what the things are given here. Given में हम लिखेंगे given AB is equal to CD. They are the equal chords of a circle. It is already given to us. And intersection point of chord AB and CD is P. You may write here is P. Okay, what we need to find here? We need to find that, we need to show that the part AP is equal to the part DP, if we take this as one, and the second part which we need to show is the part PB is equal to the part CP. मतलब पूरा कॉर्ड इंटरसेक्शन होने के वजह से ये दो पार्ट में डिवाइड हो गया है. सो ये फर्स्ट पार्ट इस फर्स्ट पार्ट के इक्वल होगा, ये सेकेंड पार्ट इस सेकेंड पार्ट के इक्वल होगा. दिस थिंग वी नीड टू प्रूव. So what construction we will do? Let us see. Construction we need to do a little bit here. Construction, we will join this O and P. We will join this O and P. And we will draw a perpendicular line on the chord AB. Chord AB पे एक perpendicular line draw करेंगे from the center. Similarly, we will draw one more perpendicular line on the chord CD, and let us suppose it is intersecting the chord CD at end point. So in construction we have done, we have joined OP, and OM is perpendicular on AB and ON is perpendicular on CD. Okay, so we have done this part as the construction. Now after that, let us see the solution, how to start. Now children, you can see in the circle, if you see the circle, the chord AB is equal to the chord CD. This thing is given to us, right? And by a theorem, we know that, by the theorem 10.3, we know that if a perpendicular line is drawn from the center of any circle and if it is falling on the chord, then it must be bisecting the chord into two equal parts. So we will write down that we know that perpendicular drawn from the center of a circle on a chord, or to a chord, you may write, to a chord, bisect the chord. Correct? This theorem we already know, and this is the theorem number 10.3. You may check out from the NCERT. Okay, and one more thing we know that, so okay, on the basis of this theorem, what can we conclude? We can conclude here that AM is equal to the MB or is equal to half of AB. Similarly we can write DN is equal to the part NC and must be equal to the part half of CD. ठीक है, ये हमारा हो गया. Now as these two terms are equal, ये देखो chord AB is equal to chord CD, so obviously the LHS part must be equal, right? So we will write here, this implies that we can write AM is equal to MB is equal to DN and is equal to NC. So this we will consider as the equation number 1. ठीक है, ये हमारे इक्वेशन नंबर 1 हो गया एंड दिस वी आर गोइंग टू यूज आफ्टरवर्ड्स इन द प्रूफ. Okay, fine. So just now we proved that AB, sorry, not AB, it should be AM. By mistake I have written, it should be AM. AM is equal to MB is equal to DN is equal to NC. ये हमारा फर्स्ट इक्वेशन हो गया. Okay. Now I'm just rubbing out. If you want to note, you may just pause the video and note it down. I'm just rubbing from this construction part itself. Okay, this is C. Now children, just one more theorem we know that एक और theorem है. Now we know that equal chords are always equidistant from the center. This property also we are going to use. Now you need to take the triangle in triangle OMP and check out the triangle ONP. In these two triangles, what the things are there by which we can show these two triangles are congruent? Let us see that. As you know, OM is equal to ON. Because one theorem is there which says that equal chords are equidistant from center. This theorem proof also we have done in my previous earlier video. You can find out. ये भी एक theorem है जो हमने already proof किया हुआ है. What it says, equal chords are equidistant from the center. मतलब अगर कोई दो equal chords है तो उसका distance center से भी equal होगा. Okay. Now the second thing which we will take it here as OP is equal to OP. This is the common side, right? And the third thing is OMP is equal to ONP because both the angles are 90 degree, each 90 here. Okay. So by these three properties, by using these three properties, we can say that by, see, consider this as the hypotenuse, this 90 degree, and this is the one of the side. OM is one of the side. We can say that by RHS rule, the triangle OMP is congruent to the triangle ONP. I hope till here the question is clear. We have just now proved that ये वाला triangle and ये वाला triangle क्या है आपस में congruent है. Now after proving this congruency, can't we write here as MP must be equal to the part PN? ये होगा ना? Yes होगा. Why? By CPCT, corresponding part of congruent triangles. Okay, so by CPCT the part MP must be equal to the part PN. So I need to rub now. Let us okay. If you want to note, please children, you may pause the video and before rubbing part and you may note down. Now after this, as we are having MP is equal to PN, this condition we are going to use in the further proof. So please just close it in a box. Now just check out. Now just look at here. As we already know, AM is equal to the part DN. Just remember, recall that equation 1 में हमने prove किया था ना. What was that? In equation 1 we have proved that AM is equal to MB is equal to CN and is equal to DN. So ये चारों part क्या है आपस में equal है. So through this equation 1 I can write this is equal to this. I have just taken two parts of it, two terms of it, and into this if I add the common part, means if I add the part MP in both the sides MP, and from here we know that MP मैंने ऐड कर दिया, ठीक है, और MP किसके बराबर है, MP is equal to PN, so I will change this side, so AM plus MP is equal to DN plus, now MP is equals to PN, so we will write here PN. Now after this what we do, if you add all these two parts, what do you observe? Just look at AM plus MP is nothing but AP, and DN plus NP is nothing but DP. So our first part is already proved here. Just check out this part we have proved. So the first part is proved. We have shown the first part that AP must be equal to the part DP here. For second part, let us see. You may pause the video and note down this part. Now let us check out the second one. So here you can see for the second part, we need to prove PB is equal to CP. अच्छा ठीक है. And we know that the chords AB is equal to the chord CD, right? Now out of this, if I subtract the common part from both the sides, अगर मैं इसमें से common part को subtract करूँ, means I am subtracting here AP from both the sides, ठीक है? From both the sides I have subtracted AP. Now if I subtract this, what will happen? देखो AP, just now we have proved ना AP is equal to DP, so I will replace this AP with DP. So AB minus AP must be equal to CD minus DP. Right? Now just observe AB में से अगर आप AP वाला पार्ट माइनस करोगे तो क्या बचेगा, PB पार्ट बचेगा, right? So here we can write PB, and if you subtract DP from CD में से DP पार्ट अगर आप सब्ट्रैक्ट करेंगे तो क्या बचेगा, PC पार्ट बचेगा. So that we have got here. This is our second part which we have proved, which I have shown that how it will be equal. So children, this is the completion of second question. Please continue. Let's see the question number 3. So now children, we will see the question number 3 of this exercise 10.4. So I'm just reading out. Let's see what it says. If two equal chords of a circle intersect within a circle, then prove that the line joining the point of intersection to the center makes equal angle with the chords. Okay. So let me elaborate this question. I will draw the figure. Just look at here. A circle is given to us and two equal chords are given to it. Okay, so let us suppose AB is a chord and CD is a chord. This is the center, CD is a chord. Now what else is given here? It is saying that prove that the line joining the point of intersection. Okay, so where is the point of intersection? This is the point of intersection. Let us be P. So the proof that the line joining the point of intersection to the center. अच्छा, तो इसे हमें join करना है center से. The line which is joining the point of intersection to the center makes equal angle with the chord. Okay, so this angle, ये जो angle है which this line is making with the chords must be equal. ये angle 1, if I name it as 1 and 2, then we need to show that 1 and 2 are equal. Okay. So let us see, let us write down what the things are given here. Given the chord AB is equal to the chord CD. These two things are given to us. Okay, P is the intersection point of both the chords. Both the chords. And what else is given here? Okay, we need to prove, we need to show, we need to prove that angle 1 must be equal to angle एंगल 1 और एंगल 2 आपस में इक्वल है. दिस वी नीड टू प्रूव. Okay, fine. So in construction, we will do a little bit of construction over here. In construction, what we do, we will join this OP as well as we will draw a perpendicular OL perpendicular on the chord AB and OM perpendicular on the chord, this is M, the chord CD. So that thing we will write it down also. Here join OP and draw perpendicular. OL is perpendicular to the chord AB as well as OM is perpendicular to the chord CD. So if OL is perpendicular to AB, then this angle must be 90 degree. As well as if OM is perpendicular on CD, then this angle must be 90 degree. Okay. So after this, let's see its showing part how to prove this one. So children, here in the solution part, we need to take, first you just check out the triangles OLP and the next triangle is OMP. ये दो ट्राइंगल आप देखो. इन दोनों में क्या दिया हुआ है? As we know that OL must be equal to OM because we know one theorem which says that equal chords are always equidistant from the center. So that we will write here. Equal reason must be that equal chords are equidistant from the center. So by this theorem we can say that OL must be equal to OM. ठीक है? Equal chords are equidistant from the center. So ये perpendicular जो distance होगा, that must be the shortest height and that must be equal. And what else is given here? We know that OP is equal to OP, which is a common side. And one angle is given here. OLP must be equal to the angle OMP. What is the reason? What is the reason behind that? Yes, both of them are equal to 90 degree. Or we can write each 90. Each 90 degree. Okay. So, what do you think? By which property are they going to be equal? Means congruent. Both the triangles must be congruent. See. This, if we consider as a hypotenuse, then this is the 90 degree and this OL and OM are the sides. So we can write here by RHS rule, the triangle OLP must be congruent to the triangle OMP. अब हमारा ये ट्राइंगल और ये वाला ट्राइंगल कॉन्ग्रुएंट हो गया. ठीक है? कॉन्ग्रुएंट होने के बाद कांट वी राइट हियर एज एंगल 1 मस्ट बी इक्वल टू एंगल 2. व्हाट इज द रीजन? व्हाट डू यू थिंक? यस, यू आर राइट. द रीजन इज बाय CPCT. अगर दो ट्राइंगल कॉन्ग्रुएंट है तो उसका करस्पॉन्डिंग पार्ट भी इक्वल होगा. मतलब एंगल 1 मस्ट बी इक्वल टू द एंगल 2. And that only thing we need to prove. So here we will just write hence proof. We have shown that angle 1 is equal to the angle 2. Now let us see the question number 4. If you want to note, you may note down by pausing the video. I am rubbing out so that I can do the question number 4 here. Okay. Let's see the question number 4. If a line intersects two concentric circles with the same center, with center O at A, B, C and D, then prove that AB is equal to CD. So children, the figure is given for this question. You may see into the book. I'm just drawing that particular figure here also. This is question number 4. Two concentric circles are here. Concentric circles मतलब ऐसा सर्कल जिसका सेंटर सेम होता है, ठीक है, सेम सेंटर से लेकिन रेडियस डिफरेंट होता है. So let us suppose this center is O and a chord is intersecting both the circles. Let us suppose it is intersecting the bigger circle at the point A and B. This is B and this point is C. So we need to show that this part AB must be equal to CD. This we need to prove. ये हमें prove करना है, ठीक है? So what we do here? Let us write down what the things are given. In given we will write. Let us suppose C O R and C O R dash. What does it mean? The inner circle. ये जो inner circle इसका radius R है, outer circle का radius R dash है. So inner circle का हमने नाम लिखा C O R and outer circle का name हो गया C O R dash, ठीक है? This is the way we represent any circle. किसी भी सर्कल को रिप्रेजेंट करने के लिए उसे कैपिटल लेटर से लिखते हैं एंड इन ब्रैकेट वी यूज टू राइट द सेंटर अलोंग विद द रेडियस. सो COR and COR dash, let these are the two circles, are two concentric circles. Means having the same center but different radius. And what the thing is given here, chords are given, common chord is given here, or we will just write down that thing afterwards. What we need to prove? We need to prove the part AB must be equal to the part CD. With this we need to prove. Okay. So in construction what we need to do, we will draw one perpendicular line here. We will draw a perpendicular line. I am just writing down O here so that I can show you the perpendicular line. Let us suppose this L is perpendicular line which I have drawn on the chord AD. So we will write here OL is perpendicular to the chord AD. Okay? So if OL is perpendicular on AD, so it must be, or we can write OL must be perpendicular to the chord BC also. Don't you think so? Because B and C are the part of that long biggest chord. ये जो बड़ा वाला chord है इसका ये part है. So if OL is perpendicular on AD, then OL is must be perpendicular on BC also. Okay, so let's see the proving part. Let's see the solution, how to prove this one. We know one theorem that the perpendicular distance, if a line is there which is which is perpendicular on the chord, must be bisecting the chord. This theorem we are aware about. We know that perpendicular drawn from the center of a circle is कहाँ पे, वो सर्कल से कहाँ जाएगा, सर्कल से स्टार्ट हो रहा है, सॉरी सेंटर से स्टार्ट हो रहा है एंड chord पे जा रहा है, राइट? We know that the perpendicular drawn from the center of the circle on or to the chord must bisect it, must bisect the chord. Children, if you want to check out this theorem, this is the theorem number 10.3. You may see I have already given the proof of this theorem in my previous video. You may check out from there. इसका मतलब क्या है? इसका मतलब है अगर कोई एक perpendicular line start हो रहा है center से किसी circle के अंदर, and if it is falling on any of the chord, then it must be dividing the chord into two equal parts. मतलब ये पार्ट और ये पार्ट आपस में इक्वल होगा. सो जस्ट चेक आउट द इनर सर्कल. फॉर इनर सर्कल smaller circle, you may say. For inner circle, what we conclude, OL is perpendicular on BC. So this implies that BL must be half of BC, or we can say that must be equal to LC. ये होगा? Okay. So just label this equation as 1. Now similarly, just check out for the outer circle. For outer circle. For outer or the bigger circle. You must see OL is perpendicular on AD. Right? So what we conclude from here? We can write OL is perpendicular on A and D. So OL must be AL must be equal to the part LD here. So here we will write AL must be equal to half of AD, or we can write LD. This is our second equation. You will see. Now the next part. Now after this, what we do, we will going to subtract the second equation from the first equation from the second one. For that I need some space, so I am rubbing out. You may note it if you want to note. So here, as you know, here the BL was written, half of here BC was written. Okay. So now the next step is subtract first from second. Okay. So what do we get it here? Let us see. If I subtract AL minus BL, AL minus BL, and if I subtract LD from LD, I need to subtract LC here. Right? So what do we get? Just think about it. Observe the figure. AL में से अगर आप BL को माइनस करेंगे तो क्या मिलेगा? AB must be the answer. And if you subtract LD में से LC, then what you will get? You will get CD here. So that only thing we need to prove. You can check out here. I have written, we need to prove AB is equal to CD, and that we have done here. So here you can write hence prove, and in this way we have completed this sum. You will note down the solution of this question on a single sheet and just go through it. It must be clear. I hope you have understood. Now we will see the question number 5.